Welcome back. This is online Peace Bible School. Forgive us because of, yes. And Omona said, "You says poor network. I can't hear Daddy today." I said, "Oh, daytime everything is fine here, but then in the evening, you know, I'm sure the last Monday too we had something of that sort. But let's see how things will go. So please forgive us and bear with us. It's not intentional. Yet that the network is extremely bad. I was told by the technical team how everybody is seriously engaged on the net. I know other people are there, and so we are here. Everything is going to be fine. So welcome back, and God bless you. Sorry for everything that is happening. It's not intentional. Far from that. Yes, there is something that is happening. So please, you can share the page with your friends. You can create a watch party again and let them know that Peace Online Bible School, we have come. And I've seen William Manning, and God bless you for coming. I've already read chapter 17 of Acts, the verse 18 up to 27. And I began to explain. And then when I started, the internet and everything was not giving us very good sound and many more. But thank God we have come back. So let's begin again, probably continue where we left. In case you just join us, we are dealing with, today we didn't start early because we had a lot of challenges, and we have come, we just began 10 minutes ago, looking at the time, because last Monday we also explained the same thing. So we see our people will sit down and they will decide what we can do from Monday, because we want to serve you and we want to serve you better. We don't want to come and then we have excuses. Not at all, because we value your time. Okay, so Acts 17, verses 18, the Bible says, "Then certain philosophers of the Epicureans and of the Stoics encountered Paul and said, 'What would this babbler say?' Some said he seemed to be a setter forth of strange gods, because he preached unto them Jesus and the resurrection." When you see Acts chapter 17, don't forget, I began this evening by saying, chapter 17, the verse 1, Apostle Paul went to Thessalonica and preached. And over there, the Jews there were not very friendly at all. And so they pushed Paul. Paul needed to run for his life. And he went to Berea. And over there, the people accepted him when he began to teach them about Jesus Christ. And when the Jews at Thessalonica, when they heard that those in Berea had accepted Apostle Paul, they ran and came to Berea to cause commotion. So from Berea, Apostle Paul went to Athens, still in chapter 17. And when he went to Athens, he saw that the people were too superstitious, and they have a lot of gods, and they have a God that they've written to the unknown God. And there were some philosophers at Athens, and they met Apostle Paul. When Apostle Paul began to encounter them, preaching to them about Jesus, to them it was a strange teachings Apostle Paul brought, because they have different mentality because of the kind of mindset and belief system they had. And so I want us to interrogate the philosophers and their belief. Acts 17:18, we have two type of people. The Bible says their names were Epicureans and the Stoics. And these are the people Apostle Paul met. So I want us to go to the scriptures and begin to see what they stood for. Mahmoud Saidu, God bless you. William Mane, the internet, because morning, afternoon, we do divine encounter, no problem. But last Monday and today, we have realized that internet is not helping us at all. But here in the studio, and the technical team are doing very well. So after today, we are going to sit down and see what can be done. And whether we need to start early. Because I'm sure by 7, will be Abba. And I know some of you too, you work. So even if you start like 5 or 6 or so, I don't know. But let the technical people decide. So let's continue from Acts 17, verse 16. So the verse 18, Acts 17, 18 says that there were philosophers. First philosopher Apostle Paul encountered one. The name was Epicureans. And the second were the Stoics. The Epicureans, they believe that everything that happened, it happened by chance. They also believe that when somebody died, that's all. They also believe that the God who created the world doesn't care about the world. And this God lives somewhere and the world is somewhere. And the Stoics too, they are also philosophers who were living in Athens, Apostle Paul met. And to them, Paul was joking. They also believe that everything that they see is God. And they believe that everything that happened is also the will of God. These were people Apostle Paul encountered at Athens. And so let's begin to see what they believe in line with scriptures. On they also have the same mindset that life is by chance. The Epicureans believe that. So when you meet people and they think that life is by chance, then you got to know where they are coming from. They are known as Epicureans. Life is not by chance. Life, by my understanding, is the grace and the mercies of God and the choices you make. Life is not by chance. By chance, this will be a life is about the grace and the mercies of God and the choices you and I make. That's life is all about. From wherever you are, God bless you, from Belgium. So life, according to the Epicureans who met Apostle Paul, when Paul was preaching them about Jesus, they were like, who are you? Almost all Kakasebi. Look at the way they saw him. They said, what will this babbler say? Just and others some, they said he seemed to be a setter forth of strange gods. Because Paul preached Jesus, they saw him as nothing. Anyway, so I want us to interrogate their belief, because today some people also believe, they say life is by chance. Life is not by chance. Life is about the choices you make, and life is the grace of God and the mercies of God. And if you're here now, you say, "Oh, the basic, you know, correct." Obo now taking good decisions. I bet to me a fact. The one year, and you bay a one cast brabo. Life is about the grace of God and the choices and decisions you make. Life is not by chance. Not at all. Life is not by chance. Life is the choices and the decisions you make. And then, anytime you meet somebody that he thinks that life is by chance, you got to know his belief system. He can be called or termed as Epicureans. I guess on the Gideon say the ABC, and you know correct. Life is not by chance. Life is the decisions you make and the grace of God, the kind of grace that you carry. And ananyumre mama yagwini na yagwini say life is by chance, because if you say life is by chance, like I say bibi ebesi bia no emfa ho, it is not you. So like some people who take lotto, they think that life is by chance. Life, by my understanding, life is about choices and the decisions you make. Obra yebono Ankasa obrabo a obo no anama obetu no e da be kire ba bia wo kro wantu anamo yi a enzi ye ma enti life is about decisions and choices we make. They are not here. Don't just make decisions. Don't be an Epicurean. Don't just make decisions. Oh, honor so you need afwa. Ebe hiam. And on Kasa life is by chance. Life because you were lazy. And if you were lazy, then you got to know that things will never work for you because Bible mono and say you made. So if you are not working, don't expect to eat. Not at all. And say you need. So if you stay and you say I'm not going to work, and you believe that life is chance, so you're expecting that one day you are going to stick lotto and win, you are deceiving yourself. Life is not about sticking lotto. Life is not by chance. Life is about decisions you make and the choices you make. So my friends, be careful about the choice and decisions you make, because at the end of the day, it's all about how life is going to be for you. The only people no and Ocha. Galatians chapter 6 verses 9. A man will reap what he sows. And Galatians no also actually say Galatians 6:5. And the Bible no say everyone will carry their own burden into be a best one and casa this one. Oya papa obetwa, oya bonin so obetwa. And you nyame asem. Enti o santia here it helps you to live a life that pleases God. Anyway, so after the Epicureans, they believe that life is about chance, but life is not about chance. Life is the choices and the decisions you make. And don't just make decisions, don't just make choices. Be careful to do the right thing. Because at the end of the day, the choices you make will determine how far you can go on this earth. It is a super mind. After some Epicureans, they believe that death was the end of all. Please, in case you are just listening to us, these words I'm speaking is in the Bible. Acts 17:18. Apostle Paul made philosophers. One, the first one, Epicureans. Second one, the Stoics. And I'm giving you their belief system. And I actually, the Stoics, okay, the Epicureans believe that when you die is okay. But the Bible says that it is appointed unto man to die once, and after that, judgment. So life is not the end. When you die, is not the end. No. When you die, there's something after death. Ecclesiastes 12:13-14. Assembly we is onipa. So the Nyankopon dey ni mra ansam so ni yen nyina beba table mu. Yes, so it is abraba obo for your heart that Peace Chapel we are going to have our own television because of the way this internet is doing. Surely very soon we are going to have our own TV. Yeah, so in case you get join us, this is online Bible school. Today, technically we didn't start early, and the internet is also giving it wahala. Bayeguso, Acts 17, and so you can set a page and just bear with us. And afternoons, there's no problem. In the evenings, it's giving us some challenges, but our people are going to sit down and see what we can do better for you. Okay, so yeah, so we are trying to dive into the belief system of those who met Apostle Paul from Acts 17:18, the Stoics and the Epicureans. And the Epicureans believe that when you die, that's all. Obi o wi asibia odi boni bia na dwen no. So nipa wu ana no ana nya no kreda. Owu achi atemu ho. Insira ba opon. Na me insira owu achi atemu ho. Yen hye no so pa mai. So never anytime you meet somebody who believe that you got to know that person has Epicurean mindset. And so because of this kind of mentality, when they met Apostle Paul, they were surprised that Apostle Paul was preaching about Jesus. Anyway, so let's consider the Stoics. The Stoics also, they believe that everything was God. So because of that, they worship stones, they worship wood, They worship everything worshipable. In other words, anything that they can see that can be worshipped. They worship everything worshipable. Anything that they saw. Why? Because God, to them, everything was God. Pulpit, you can to answer no. Because to them, no, nyame wa kunyanum. Oh, and one the entire comfort the abosumachino. They worship everything that they see, because to them, God is in everything. And this happens to be the Stoics mentality. How can you say that? God is not in everything. Not at all. God created man in his own image and likeness. And if people are not Christians, God is not with them. God only resides in, the heart of his children. So God don't reside within or among his children. But some people, when you see them, are worshiping trees and stones. That's the belief. And you share obi a odi abosoma echa kotu ndua na abosoma. Like I say, oh yes, stoic. If so we say onyame otiade bia mo nya no kreda. Hey, I've seen my daughter, Lizzie Grace. William Ani said, Peace Chapel, we need to have our own Peace Chapel television. And I remember Musamaye. And then Jesse Shraba said, thank you, Bishop. Lizzie Grace, Florence Akodia. Hey, Afropin Banki the game. God bless you. It is well. Anyway, so in case you join us, we are just doing some teachings from Acts 17:18. And the Bible has given us a clue about some philosophers. And their names were Epicureans and the Stoics. And we are talking to you, I'm trying to explain to you their mentality. How can you tell me that life is by chance? Maybe life is about the choices you make. One more now we take a bad decision. And then you'll be one. All right. And then don't think that when you die, that's all. It's not true. As a matter of fact, the Epicureans believe that the God who created the world, he doesn't care about his world. He is remote. In other words, the God who created the world is far from us. That one too is a lie. Because God is with us. Believers, we believe that God is with us. God is with us. Jesus said, I am with you. Matthew 28. Yes, Matthew 28:20. Yes, that is why these people who follow these foreign gods, at times when they are praying, they will shout, they want to cut their bodies. Because the God that they serve is far. Our God is not far. I have God in my heart. His name is Jesus Christ. And all these technical people have God in their heart. And you, my dear listener, and dear online viewer too, you also have God in your heart. God is not far from us. Yes, so you got to know that God is with you. But I want us to have this mentality and mindset. You see, we are seeing God is far. Okay. Oh, Teach up with Jesus. Online viewer, I'm sure you too, your God is Christ. Also for Kingsley, God bless you. Yenyame oni akiri sa onyame oben papa. Na say obi fuso onyame wa akiri a ene obechinchi. And that's why people are going from church to church, from city to city, because the God they serve is too far. I have God. His name is Jesus. My body is his residence. Onyame wa tiemu, onyame oni akiri. And when people believe that everything is God, it's a serious matter. Also be kotunuya. Ebi kura akotu akutuo. Like I said, I have metel. Onyame nyesa odi bibi emu. Na adeba akwa stock for those aka and say they believe everything that happened was the will of God. That one too is a lie. Enoch Lawson from Italy. I was opening Israel. We mix you pa. I'm sure last year I feel the corona and God bless you. We didn't start early today because I was busy doing some things, and number two, when we started, the internet was giving us wahala. Technical people now are not paying, but we have discovered that in the evenings, internet is giving us some problems. You know about say picture for William say he hear younger side television. And then I ho adwuma. And yɛda ase paa sɛ waka saa asɛm no ɛbɛbɛm life nti yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no so ɔmate we are working on that. It must come on by force at once, immediately. And so we are just discussing Acts 17:18. The philosophers Apostle Paul met. Their names Epicureans and the Stoics. Now, answer the free their belief system. They say everything that happens is by chance, and I've ruled it out. It's a lie. Life is not about chance. Life is about choices we make. So be careful about your choice you make. You can see that one from Galatians 6:5-9. And then the life is about the grace of God. 1 Corinthians 15:10. And Deuteronomy 13:19-20. They also believe that death is the end of life. That one too is a lie. Because when man dies, after death, judgment. So it's also there that when you believe in Jesus and you live on this earth, when you die, say obi nyinia na onipa no problem pa after death judgment. And enti yehye ne so pa say yentrena wi ase enyimi na mo ye be di onyame pe ama efiri anya be bi afa. These philosophers also believe that the God who created the world is far from us. What you say? And onyame wa chiri. That one too is a lie. God is not far. God is close. He resides in us. Uji nyame dia onyame ti umu. Onyame woni achiri. And until ya na yahye den so. If you have any question, you can send it to me to the comment bottom, and I'll answer you. Ohinebo has come on board, and you can also send me question to 0554 59 2569 0554 59 2569. All right, and to also. So at least we have able to explain to you who were the Epicureans and who were the Stoics. And say, okay, Bible, who were to say about one? No, Johnny, because where they don't tell say, Yamiada Roma, or may answer the other church room and to us. Now, and we can also see from Acts 17 that the people, Acts 17, the people, according to the verse 19, and they took Paul and brought him to Areopagus, saying, may we know what this new doctrine, whereof thou speakest, for thou bringest certain strange things to our ears. We will know therefore what these things mean. For all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing. Why? Because they were superstitious. I was going for Adeba bet my nipo we are supposed to say, Obi a superstitious person. Say a superstition. Obi I can say Nebra na obono. Ayebeye. Sa de ring say nya foforo. I am surprised to see all this in the Bible. Wow. Because omankasa omafanyami bi on say onyame verse 22 was say then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill. Mars ne okofo and said, ye men of Athens, I perceive that all things ye are too superstitious. Oh wow. So there's nothing new. Say enkrofo no omo ye superstitious say obi ye superstitious so no get say we ye beye obi mekumi obi beye say Master, I believe that in this world the devil is around, but I believe Jesus' power more than the devil. And I also believe that if you work with God well, the devil cannot destroy you. The devil may try, but he can't stop you. Because God is unstoppable, Jesus is unstoppable, and if you follow him, you are also unstoppable. And in Timpacho, I'm sure, sir, and even you say Athens, so Athens is a Greek crew. I got somewhere Ghana for. Because most black people are too superstitious. Instead of them becoming responsible for their life, they perceive that it is maybe a power somewhere that is trying to destroy their life. So when we are saying superstitious, because all money brebia on said yo, the Ameya cry, obi na yemi. Ebusuya you obi na ye, one eye ho. Wa kwadro, ene wadwe bone, and able to be a proud. Me des anam gidi. Obi no oye obi a wa na aye wo. Se se tabenya wa ayewara. Yes. Me dem me gidi anam gidi say me hwe ase a me ana ma hwe ase nye obi ana ye me. I believe that when I fall it is my fault. If I fail it's my fault, not the devil, not God, it is me. Onyankopon ka kire me 2008. O say me hunu me ho so hwa obi ntumi ni me so. I went to London to preach and I will do a revival somewhere and I'm here waiting. Once a while I made them here ordinary pastor. I am not a prophet. I'm just ordinary pastor. You're be full of you. But from time to time I hear from God. So I know we have prophets. Here in this church we have prophets. Prophet Yeboah, Prophet Boate, Prophet Peter, and many more. Prophet Napam, I'm the ordinary pastor. You're be full of you. But from time to time I hear from God. And then God told me that, was it so also share? Oh God. Obin to me also. Ha! 2008. Me am saying wow, it's true. And as a Bible no Joshua 1:6-8. If you dwell in the word and you make sure you do what the word tells you, you make your way prosperous and you see success. Psalm 1:1-3. If you think about the word of God, you meditate day and night and do what is in there, you'll be like a tree planted around the river side. Or say, Udriano, Bahama, and Poda. Abuja, I've seen my daughter. This is my daughter, Christiana. Or say, Lazy Grace. God bless you. William, when he say, well done, Bishop, we inherited these things from our ancestors and passed on to our generations. I don't know. Such superstitious, no. Ya papa ne ma me no no. Ebe ye na ye be wura sori dem. Nanka de William Anika yamba o but aso no so bebre hodoma. So fu ne superstitious. Enti aye cancer e wura sori no. Me ba jaw ade e betumi ekuni papa. What can destroy you when you begin to be believe that things that are against you primarily is the devil and you are not playing a part? It's a lie. Obi o superstition, you know, again say ono de onye bone na enema atwa no ho sia na eku no. It's a lie. Unless you are not a child of God. Because the one who is in us is better than the one out there. And to say, for example, Africa, there's something you call ATR, African Traditional Religion. Christianity they are that, but penny for no much ATR, BBI by Anti Bible, no Paul, agrophobia, superstitious. Athens, no, I am part. Epicureans and the Stoics. And they, some churches too, they have the same mentality. Say, Obu one more so them will become open prayer, also for open prayer. I am going say my bahaya me bechira de Bible school. Na me chechere bronzam. E means that if I start to teach, I don't want to mention his name. But when I'm teaching, and I say be am back when I come here and then God tells me, or when God opens my eyes, or when I feel it, that's a different thing. That will be exceptional cases. But there are some people by routine. Open prayer in the name of Jesus. Thanksgiving in the name of the say, hey, you ban the devil, open prayer in between conclusion. I don't have time for the devil. In other words, when I'm praying to God, I talk to God more because God is my father. Nyame adawroma ye funuma na ye nyame mumma nuanuma wa nyina they are my brothers omo friend bulma me from that. If they need something, you say be obi be sra de adwuma ho a, they just come. Yes. And if and Ross Dabi and Richie obi ba no so nya bibi, they just come. So if I need something, I talk to God. That put some there. Ya ba so another could be to say when you bishop that will pray plan. But the Americans, there are some people even individually when they are praying, all their lifetime is about the devil. The world is not for the devil, the world is for Jesus. Be more God conscious, okay? Because to be a superstitious, to be more devil conscious. So Bible mono any person devil conscious Christians. Another terminology. We have two type of people. Devil conscious Christians and God conscious Christians. Devil conscious Christians and God conscious Christians. And what's the other saying? Don't get me wrong. If you play against the devil, it's not bad. No. If you attack the devil in your prayer, it's not a sin. I'm not saying that. But if you are too conscious in your life, that was how Apostle Paul saw the people. Because the come say everything is God. That's the thing. And the diakra, the no say, oh no, woman in Amsa. Adeba Africa high empire superstition. And Odipano, for example, Obawa for a man take quite men and God bless you. A wife, instead of this woman respecting her own husband, becoming a dutiful wife, she faces a responsibility. Marriage collapses, and the person go to prayers, and this untrained and wicked pastor says, "Is your grandmother." What a foolish mentality that you can say this to a wife who has failed her own responsibility. Obana no DJ nikunu. Ompa deyo o munikunu. Na nikunu e bono a. Menkasa ne kuro mono. Ba de ku bono a nya bro nsam. Obema, let's say this man is a womanizer. Na oba say dem infiu a. Enya ba ye. But you see, it's not be because of lack of training and at times because of stupidity on some of us, no. Near the name of Sabron. Anyway, and you may idea here, no. Bible do say, Paul said, you are too superstitious. My country Bible when I actually will, and I'm actually me. Over to the question and now comments about. But William Mani said, well done, Bishop, was it mentality, no? We got it from our ancestors. But we need to stop, we need to break, we need to change. How can I continue doing things that my father and my parents have done? There must be a change. My baby years were the and then I said, Nante, I didn't be but we are right. Superstition, no, yeah, papa, baby, bro, some, here in Amsa. And Yanipa, and Tianumre, am I refi? Life, you are responsible of the outcome of your life. But yeah, many Yakopo Nante and Che, by 4 decades, but the Radema Mati. Say, if I take care of myself well, nobody can rule me. So maybe I've come to conclusion, if I fall down today, it is not God or the devil, it is me. So life, I'm responsible for the outcome of my life. If you want to know, Galatians 6, 5-9, Galatians 6, 5-9, Genesis 8, 20-22, Genesis 8, 20-22, and then Joshua 24:15, Joshua 24:15, Deuteronomy 30:19-20, Deuteronomy 30:19-20. Okay, Bishop, what is this unknown God that they worship? Enoch Yolson, this is from Italy. Also Benin, also Memeko for penny bar for almost 20 years. Already now. Okay, my Bible no. Until verse 22. Okay, 22 na Paul said, I perceive that you are too superstitious. 23, Acts 17, no. For as I passed by and beheld your devotion, I found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God, whom therefore you ignorantly worship. Him I declare unto you. Okay, and so Enoch Lawson is saying, Bishop, what is this unknown God? No question say. And I'm saying, Uncle Fuegi say, Bibia, Yami Womuntino. But now, look at verse 22. Paul stood in the midst of Mars hill and said, Ye men of Athens, Mars were a Roman god, and a Roman god would be a Sagraph way, Athens way, and the sea baby. I'm sure they have built a statue. It will be like a form of a statue, and these were built, and they've written unknown God. So it's something that they made with their hands, because it was what Apostle Paul said, the God we serve, it doesn't live on things made by man. And then I guess I don't know, and then unknown God is something that these people have made with their hands. Elder Ochire, Kwame Chire from UK, God bless you. Okay, so that will be my answer. The unknown God happens to be something that these Athenians have used their hand to build. It will be a form of a statue, and they've written unknown God. Because to them, I've already given you the Epicureans and the Stoics. These philosophers, they think that everything is God. And so I will never be surprised that if by themselves they've erected something and they think that this is God and they began to worship. All right. Thank you for the question. And Ochire Kwame is here. Enoch is also here. God bless you. This is online free Bible school. You check the Bible room. You don't need to be a pastor to be here. Everybody is invited. Ose Christiana, Lazy Grace, they are all here. We are all learning. Na afi ye hunde ye beye. Enti adesua ba akopa na mpese osua anza na yatoa so. E ma wore mfi se igusu kakra. If you have any question from Acts 17, you can share with us. The mpese oti ase they say avoid superstition as a child of God. Don't be a superstitious Christian. And no I say anything. Oh, we are saying why you when you're free. Be a free Christian. Don't try to see the devil in everything you do. No. So I told you 2 groups of people in every church. God-conscious Christians and devil-conscious Christians. And for the people in Athens, the Athenians, they were devil-conscious people. To them, it was because of their, superstitious mentality. Everything, the devil. And I know that some people who go to church and all they do is devil. William Manning says, also some of our pastors adopted these things and their members assemble. Yes. You know, Christianity, Africa traditional religion. There was a form of religion as superstition. And as so there are some pastors too. They also receive, they adopted, you are right. They also adopted the same mentality. Probably, maybe they were Stoics or Epicureans. And they've adopted some mentality, and that's how they also work it. Because Jesus said, ye are the light of the world. Matthew 5, 12-13. Ye are the light, meaning Christian believers are the pacesetters. We are the generational eye openers. So for the church to be a pacesetter, and for us to be superstitious church, and they just say, you are full quiet. You are church quiet. You know, see a church quiet. The software now you superstitious for the and not asamaba. Jesus Christ say, only friend acquire winning out to ya amenemu. So it will be very, very unpalatable for a pastor to be there. But yes, you are right. I know here in Ghana, at least when you go to social media, you can see akwanchire boni bebre, akwanchire mfiri Bible, and some people the way they see the devil in everything. Ahoma with the devil, is you the devil. I want to know Jesus more. Many years ago, some people came to me and they said they want to sell some books. Okay, I like buying books because even Apostle Paul also had books. 2 Timothy 4:13. But these books that they brought, the topic was demonology, teachings about demons. I don't want to buy that book. Why? I don't want to be controlled of demons. I don't want to know the tricks of the demons. I want to know God's way. That's all. Apostle Paul had a vision that I may know you. Philippians 3:10. I want to know Jesus. I don't care the devil. I want to know Jesus. The more I know Jesus, the less I experience the devil. That's it. I don't want to go to any school that they will teach me demons. I don't want to hear. I want to go where they will teach me Jesus. Why? Because your problem and my problem is not the presence of darkness. Your problem, my problem is not the presence of darkness, but our problem is our lack of light. Your problem, my problem is not the presence of darkness. Our problem is lack of light. So go for more light so that you experience less darkness. Maybe you want to take it again. Our problem is not the presence or the existence of darkness. Our problem is lack of light. So we must go for more light so that we experience less darkness. All right. Superstition is defined beliefs not real and not based on scientific. That's right. You are right, William. You are teaching. So superstition, is something that is not real and it's not scientific. Okay. So it's like fear. Because fear is false evidence appearing real. Yeah. So to be a superstitious person, to a person who is more fearful, because fear is not something that is also not real. So you are right. And your problem, and yes, your problem is Kania. Say hey, picture put studio hey. Kania hey, eduma your generator, can see a plant. A boss matter bisio, a some penny for the bisio. And the light of your found. Why? Because we have something. Sir? And the Satan will be asking, I know to know Jesus. Why will I go to school that they will teach me about demons? I don't want to know demons. I want to know Jesus. Because if I have light, automatically darkness will go away. For example, one will say a soldier, or before you know, when you have crowpot, a jawoma, or about. So a Christian, you are the carrier of light. Be filled, be built with Jesus, and the darkness, they can't come close. Anyway, so this evening I've seen Daniel Sebe is also watching. We are doing this, we are learning something from our brothers at Athens, the Athenians. And Paul went there and it was interesting. They themselves said, we are serving a unknown God. In the end, Apostle Paul said, I pass on and behold your devotion, I find an altar with this inscription to the unknown God, whom therefore you ignorantly worship. Him I declare you, God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and on earth, dwelling not in temples made with hands, neither is worship with men's hands, as though he needed anything. Seeing he giveth to all life and bread and all things, and had made of one blood of all nations of men for to dwell on the face of earth, and had determined the times before appointed and bounds of their habitations. Apostle Paul was preaching here, and he began by saying, the God we serve, he is the owner of the world, and he doesn't dwell in anything made by man. The person what he say, onyame na yedi na chi no, onyame na yesom no no, onti dan a enipa no nsasi. I know ase dey say, oyo Kristo ni na oyusu anonte wera enye bone. Ba onyame onte oyirimu. Onyame onti nsuomu. Dabi. And so at times I'm surprised about how some people the tia na yobanu mo oyire. Na yama yobanu mo oyire. Na tuya na oyire. Oyire baby, what dey go. Onyame onte oyirimu. Onyame otina semu. To fa nyame asam nante. Eno na beboa. Onyame onte oyirimu. Onyame otina semu. Chene so pa man. Onyame otina semu. Onyame onte oyirimu. Enti mu a I say what the oil be show hands. Some people have green oil, brown oil, a bit more handkerchief will be or there be. Onyame onte niam asemu. Onyame otina semu. So if you want to experience God, go for the word. Yes, that's all. Go for the word, and everything will be fine with you. Okay, so William, and he said, this is best quote from Bishop. That is, you must have more light. Please, Bishop, say it again. I got a few minutes near upon, because then on internet now, I may have Monday, a better site, maybe the next 15 minutes, because I can't pop back be one. Okay, so William, I should say it again. I said, because of superstitious mentality, I said, Christians, our problem is not the presence of darkness, but our problem is our lack, L-A-C-K, lack of light. So what we need to do is that we must go for more light so we can experience less darkness. Go for more light so that you can experience less darkness. Who is the light? Jesus Christ is the light. So be more God-full. Grow in grace. No more Jesus. And the more you have Jesus, the less the devil will come close to you. Jesus said, the God of this age is coming, but he can't have anything from me. John 14, 28 to 30. John 14, 28 to 30. Jesus said, we are to do for no ba. Nishi ni mi ho. Nishi ni mi ho. It is a yes to show man. Bayen to me. Bibi eno ebe to me ukra. David. And you marry as a company man ha ho obulunsa but the ohiana say you need free war. In other words, make sure you stay clean and pure. You love Jesus, you love your brother and your sister. And more be one seven show. And you near my enye, ye papa nkwa. And rather can you are going to be all right. I'm Brozeni. Okay, I love Nimo. I don't want to mention your name. Jenny Mudini fine pa. If you has come, Teresa Adolfo has come. Yeah, so those of you who just joined us today, we have not done so many verses today because the book Acts 17:16 is too loaded. So I'm trying to do more definition, interpretation. And then the beginning to internet was not helping us. So I'm sure we have done 47. We have already done 10 minutes. And the 10 minutes in the Ashegu because not internet yet. So the next 14 minutes we are going to call today off, and then we continue next time. Okay. So in case you get join us, we are doing about the superstitious mentality of the people at Athens, and they believe that life happens by chance, and they also believe that when you die is the end of you. And I said it's a lie. Life is not about chance. Life is about grace and the choices you make. When you die, it is not death is not the end, because after death, judgment. So live your life well. Make sure you are a Christian, and don't think that God is far from you. God is close to us, and never think that God is in everything. God is in his children. He lives with us. Okay, and then one thing that they said that they believe that everything that happens is the will of God. That's a lie. Because we are the actual, it's not the will of God. You see, the Epicureans and the Stoics, Acts 17:18. Unbelief no na nyekra. Uko we are the actual nyanyame. David. We only have for the nyanyame. Nyanokre. Uko you go na wo nyanyame. Life, no, you have a part to play. Let us play our part well, sir, so that we stop blaming people. And one thing I hate the superstition. Paul said, I came to you and I realized that you are too superstitious. Acts 17:28. And this is the bigger problem of Africa. Nipana mono mode, no the name say before. It's a lie. Unguna ofia before. Abraham time, be o man to me answer no. Isaac, o man to me answer no. Jesus, o man to me. Ada na ngwana before be. Ada unguna ofia na before. It's not about it is your mind, your mindset. Because superstition, according to Trenda London, this is from US. Hey, Auntie London, God bless you. According to William Henry, he said superstition define beliefs, not real and not based on scientific. Yeah, so when somebody is superstitious, what he's fear of most of the time is not real. And it's not scientific. My friends, Apostle Paul said, I saw that you are too superstitious. Acts 17:22. One thing that can kill you early is believe that your problem is the devil. No, your problem is your ignorance. Your problem is the negative choices you make. Your problem is your disobedience. So if you want to see success, love Jesus and grow in grace. Love righteousness. Show love to your needy, to the needy. Yes, When people are in need, help them and grow in grace. You don't need to worry yourself about darkness. Somebody said, I should say it again. Your problem and my problem is not the presence of the devil, but our lack of Christ. So darkness is not your problem. Darkness can never be my problem. Let us go for light. And the light is Jesus. Kofi Miki from UK, God bless you for coming. Trenda, London, God bless you from America. And the next 10 minutes, we finish this, our program. And if God permit, next week, we continue. It is well. And God bless you, all of you, for your time. Okay, so today we are still on Acts 17, verse 16 to 26. And the 26, the Bible said, and God made one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and had determined the times before appointed and the bounds of the habitation. I love this one too. Over here too, it simply means that either you are American, you are European, you are Asian, or African, all of us were created by one blood. Yes, there's no difference between the blood of people from Corpus Christi or North Carolina or Italy or Amsterdam or Ghana, Accra. One blood, one blood, one blood. Trainer says, blessing to you. Thank you, Mama. All of us were created by one blood. So what I hate in my life is discrimination. It's evil mentality. Never despise somebody because of your color, race, or gender. No. Black people, our life matters. Unfortunately, at times here in Africa too, some people have negative mentality. They look down on their own African brothers and sisters. That is evil. I don't know who I'm talking to, but no matter who you are, a human being is a human being. All of us, according to the Bible, were created with one blood. Acts 17:26. And that's why I want to end today. So, wherever you are, if you hear the sound of my voice, never look down on somebody because of his tribe or culture or tradition or who gave birth to him or her or color, race or gender. No, we are one people. Either you are African, American, European, one people. White, brown, green, yellow, one people. Male or female, one people. We are one people. Someone fairy, God bless. We are one people. And you should stop looking down on brothers and sisters. It's an evil mindset that people will look down on their own fellow human being. I don't know where we got that one from. I'm sure we are going to dive into it more and more. As for these scriptures, Acts 17, 16, 27, we are going to go it again and again because we have a lot of things to learn. Because these Epicureans from Acts 17, 18, they believe that everything happened by chance. Epicureans happen to be philosophers that Apostle Paul met in Acts 17, 18. Okay, director says, my time is up. Director, look at my wife. So, hey, wait now. My wife is giving me a signal that my time is up. Don't you know that I'm doing my father's business? I'm just kicking you. It is well. Epicureans know that we have a lot of Epicureans and the Stoics. And you may they say, as a man of God, don't believe that the devil is your problem, your ignorance, and at times, if you excuse me, our stupidity and choices we made, they are our problem. So make sure if you are making a decision, ask God to make good decisions and good choices. Very, very, very vital. Don't make hasty decisions, not at all. Because life is about decisions you make. Make good decisions so that it will help you and your family as well. And never think the devil is your problem. Again, don't look down on anybody on earth. All of us were created by God. And in case you have fear, love Jesus, and with Jesus on your side, everything will be all right. This is Efo Salasi. This is Bishop Adolfo, Peace Chapel International. We come from Peace Chapel Studios, free online Bible school. We come on your way Mondays and Thursdays. And today we didn't start early, and the internet was giving us wahala. But it is well. William Manning say, well done, Bishop. With this time, Enoch Lawson say, God bless you. My regard to your wife and the family. Thank you, all my friends. Enoch Lawson, William Manning, Trader, Trainer London. Oh, and the trainer, William Manning, Lizzie, Jessis, and all of you for your time. And please bear with us. Forgive us that today the internet didn't help us. If God permit, by Monday, we can serve you better. Keep on following Peace Chapel, especially Facebook programs, Monday to Saturday, GMT 12 to 1, Divine Encounter. Tomorrow we come on your way with worship. And if God permit, Saturday morning, 5 a.m. GMT, we come on your way, the mystery of subcontact. It's going to be interesting. And then in the evening, Saturday evening, family matter. Sunday, we have 2 services as well. God bless you and God keep you. Ochre, Kwame Ochre, Nelson Asantewa, Nelson, yes, Agintewa, I'm sure, Nelson and Trainer. God bless all of you, and if God permit, we come on our way a Monday. Keep on watching Peace Chapel. God bless you. Good night. And God bless all our brothers and sisters, the technical team, Kwame Jemfi, Tuntu, and Akwesi. Once a while he comes around. I don't know what's today. The MSOA less busy. These days he's too busy because of money. And as for Koyo Miki, once a while he makes some mistakes, right, as well, because he's single, and so he need to marry. Romeo, they are finishing training kakrakra. Well, God bless you. I know that today LP didn't come here. Maybe it will be a Nyamimwano. Bye-bye. If somebody leaves you and comes back, and you just left me to marry, and when the marriage got tougher and tougher, you are coming back, foul through. Men marry with their eyes, whereas women, they marry with their ears. So when it comes to communication, those of you who are wives, be careful the way you dress in the night. When my wife and I go into bed, the way she dress, her dress is trying to talk to me. And so wives, you must know that your body belongs to Jesus and your own husband. It's a sin for you to sleep with a strange woman apart from your wife. If you say I'm not in the mood, what do you mean? If you are not in the mood, he is in the mood now. Give it to him. So you have about 4 billion women. You are supposed to marry one. The whole world is at your disposal. Don't make mistake. Why will you go for somebody's leftover? Don't go for leftover.
You are wondering, thinking and seeking answers. Are you single, married, or in a relationship? Do you have challenges bringing up your children in the godly way? Do you have challenges in your marriage? Then join us this very Saturday and every other Saturday at 7 p.m. on Family Matters, Peace Chapel, Facebook Live, and your family will take a good turn. Family Matters, redefining your homes.
James 5:30, the Bible says, is any one of you suffering? Is any one of you going through hardship? Let him pray. Prayer is the key. Jesus Christ, he prayed. The apostles prayed. Abraham prayed. Hannah prayed. We call it divine encounter. So if you want your level to change, it is through prayer. Monday to Saturday, 12 to 1 p.m. Peace Chapel Facebook Live. All you need to do, search Peace Chapel and meet Peace Chapel International pastors and men and women of God. And there shall be a change of level, because through prayer you can encounter God, and there shall be a performance. Need to be there. Your love is